What's up, YouTube? This is Game on Cloud 9 with Bleach Manga 466 Prediction Rant. And in this past chapter, we saw Ikaku fighting against Shishigawa. And of course, Ikaku is going to get the upper hand on, especially since it seems almost like he's barely trying against Shishigawa. I mean, Shishigawa is using his jackpot knuckle and is knocking over trees and whatnot. And he managed to hit Ikaku's arm, but Ikaku just goes ahead and fixes his arm right back, which is, to see Kaku. I'm like, we've seen how strong he's become since, the time where they fought against the Rancor army. So it's pretty cool to see Kaku fight a little bit. But then the best thing in this chapter was how strong Renji has become. I don't see how he's not a captain. Like, he fought against the Dirty Boots girl, and, she went ahead and, I guess you could say transformed her body into, like, I guess you could just say it's like a Dirty Boot body, I guess you could say, because her whole body is, transform. It's not just her boots anymore. Anyway, she, is telling Renji to attack her or whatnot, and, Renji won't do it. He says that, he's not going to attack a woman first, man or woman, she's going to have to come at him. So anyway, she comes at him, kicks him. That happens at the end of the chapter. He literally blocks the kick. It blows away like a giant boulder, you could say. And it doesn't do anything to him. He literally just pulls his sword from his hilt or not his hilt, from his sheath, and just smacks her one time with it. Just hits her one time with it. And he said that he's been training to fight Aizen, which is kind of making me wonder: did Aizen break out of his little prison cell or whatnot? Is that the Central 46 put him in? It's kind of making me think: did something go wrong? Do they need to fight him again? But maybe that's not even the case. Maybe he just wants to be at that level, which really shows you come a long way to be blocking something that strong. I mean, you really should be a captain. I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen next chapter for him not to even use his Shikai. I thought she was at least probably at a lieutenant level, the person he was fighting, but, And I'm also kind of wondering about Hisagi, because he talked about Hisagi in the chapter, because she had, I guess, a little motorcycle motor on her, the Dirty Boots girl. And, she was surprised that Renji had, know he knows about motorcycles or whatnot. And he said, yeah, Hisagi had brought a motorcycle back to Soul Society before, but when he referred to Hisagi, he called him Hisagi Senpai. Now I don't know, maybe I'm just missing something. Maybe I'm like I don't really know the true meaning of senpai, but I think you use that when you're talking about somebody who's your leader or whatnot. So it kind of makes me think: did he, finally become a captain? Did he learn Bankai? So that's something interesting to think about. I'm hoping next chapter we actually do see Ichigo versus not Grimjo, Ginjo. That would be pretty nice to see Ichigo find out a little bit more about Ginjo, what went wrong, what happened. I'm kind of wondering, have you ever thought about how the name of their organization is called Execution? And maybe Ginjo named it that, maybe based off of the Soul Society. Maybe they wanted to execute him or something. It's something I've been thinking about lately. Like, maybe the Soul Society wanted to kill him, and maybe that's why he escaped or whatnot. Maybe there's something else that he went wrong, and this could lead to another arc, which obviously there's probably going to be another arc after this. The Fullbring arc obviously isn't the last arc, but yeah, it was a pretty good chapter. I'm just hoping that when Ginjo fights against Ichigo, that he has, a Bankai or something just besides his Fullbring, because it's going to be kind of crap. If he used to be the substitute Shinigami before Ichigo, I want to see what his substitute Shinigami abilities were. But, anyway, those are just my thoughts on what happened during the chapter. But please rate, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys later.